This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington football team. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing, Jones. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Now Jones. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago. And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency. Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's got the rookie from Clemson, Amari Rodgers. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week. And no matter what's done throughout a ball game,
It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You
get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers under pressure, and they got to him again. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Throw left side taken in by Rodgers. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. McCann's kick up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he's out right at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Packers! Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
DeAndre Carter returning it.
DeAndre Carter on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones hitting Samuel on the slant. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 30 yards. Back to throw. Jones. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Second and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Second interception for him now here in his first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man able to find Rodgers. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw is Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Operating from the gun, Jones. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Open man is Duvernay. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now Jones, a final shot before break. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. On first down, it's Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Montez Sweat able to get him for a loss of about 3.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here comes Carter. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Throwing Jones. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now Jones. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 38, Jones flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run with Gibson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. From the gun, Jones. That's out to the flat for Gibson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Looking to throw. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
That's complete to Rodgers.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a third down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
20, 10,
and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first down, Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. A good pickup there, a 22. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Now Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They're turned away on fourth and goal.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Gibson. And that will get him another first down, but the clock's certainly working against him.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Jones throwing on first down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
That's the way to make a play, kid.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last